have to give it to Sony. And the reality is they have done a much better job when it comes to releasing merchandise related to their hot games. Better than they've done in the past. I think significantly better than Nintendo is, even though it goes without question that Nintendo is by far the superior first-party lineup. It's just hard to find merchandise for stuff. And even the Xbox store struggles with this from time to time. Yes, you'll be able to get a shirt that has the sacred symbols on it or a picture of a PlayStation 1 console. What you will not be able to find is shirts of your favorite video game characters. And Sony has taken their online store offline for a very, very long time. And I did a video about this some time ago, revisiting the store after they brought it back up to say, hey, look, we're back. We have better merchandise. Please come and buy from us. And they have done better. I'm not going to say they've done perfect. They've done better. But if you don't believe me, go online. Go to ThinkGeek. Go to GameStop. Go to Hot Topic. Pick any of your favorite pop culture stores that sell, not only band shirts and band merchandise, but also movies and video games in particular. And find your favorite game and see how many products they have related to that. Not many. And it's a very odd thing because games are highly marketable. Clearly, it is the biggest entertainment franchise in the United States. It far succeeds and far surpasses the amount of stuff from movies or from TV shows or from rock concerts or from live performances. Video games are on an astronomical level, much higher than anything else. And it still baffles me that it's so hard to find a really good Samus Aran shirt, or find a really cool Master Chief shirt, or find a really cool God of War shirt. Now, each of the various companies have done their best to try to bring up their store, but I feel like PlayStation is the one that's trying the hardest. I'm not saying they've succeeded. They've just gotten a little better at it. So let's jump over to the PlayStation blog, where today, July 16, 2020, one day before the launch of Ghost of Tsushima, I believe I said that correctly. We'll just call it Ghost just to be safe, comes out. And we have a blog post from Andrew Goldfarb, who is the community manager over at Sucker Punch Productions, the studio behind this new game coming out. And he goes on to say that we are mere hours away from launch, which is true. I'm very excited. Hopefully all this nonsense with Best Buy canceling collector editions doesn't impact me, but I guess we'll find out here in just, about 10 hours or so when I go to get my copy. Not 10 hours. Let's go with 14. I need to sleep in a little bit. We're mere hours away from the Ghost game. We're excited, and we're unveiling merchandise. That's right. Sony is starting to release merchandise in tandem with their most popular games. We've seen this on God of War. We have seen this on The Last of Us Part 2, and we're seeing it again here. And I thought we'd go ahead and take a quick look at what they are launching. So they're selling a couple Funko Pops, which are cool. Maybe this one is a little too aggressive. I'm not really sure. You can get the main character with or without blood. You could see the splash of blood on his face. You could see the splash of blood on his sword. I think I'll probably be going with the more PG version. Not that I'm squeamish when this kind of stuff comes into it, but I feel like I just want them to look a little nicer, a little more polished, but they have either variant. The nice thing is they have links already in the blog. You could just click on the link and it'll take you right to, in this particular case, GameStop, to pick up this particular item. They also are selling via the PlayStation Gear Store. They're selling, this is really kind of odd, but I'm glad they're selling it. They're selling a sweater and a backpack as like a bundle. So we'll go ahead and take a quick look here at the store just so I can show you some of the other things that they're selling. They have this launch kit, like I said, which is a sweater and a backpack. They have an art book, which will be featured a little bit more on the blog post. We'll go back to that in a second. They're selling a couple hoodies, thermal shirts, keychains, regular t-shirts, a lot of hoodies. This is the unfortunate thing about this store. I'm excited they're doing this, but I'll tell you what, guys, I live in Orlando, Florida. It is 94 degrees outside right now with a low of 82 tonight. A low. So that means when the sun goes down and the moon comes up, it's going to only drop down to 82 degrees. I have zero use for a hoodie in my personal life. Maybe in your part of the world you do. But I'm glad that they're at least offering a few shirts, and the fact that they're releasing some merchandise to go with it is largely appreciated. As I mentioned, they also have this art book here. We'll go ahead and open this up. We'll take a quick look at it together. It comes with a nice sleeve on it. And on the spine there, you can see the art behind the game, and there's just another nice shot of the logo that we have seen so many times leading up to this with E3 announcements. That's really cool. And they're also teasing that they're working on an action figure line with the Good Smile Company. Good Smile Company is really, really synonymous with making a lot of really cool figurines. I have quite a few Nintendo ones from them. I have Link. I have Samus. I have Star Fox on order. If I ever get it, we'll see. But here you have a probably very expensive figure. They said this is going to be a figure of the main character, Jin Sakai, and it's going to be a 1:4 scale statue, which seems pretty big. And this is an early concept, so unfortunately, there's not a lot of, I don't want to say detail, but they're still working out some of the kinks. So what you're looking at is more like just kind of like a rough sketch of what they think it's going to look like, probably modeled. You could tell it's still got a lot of jaggies in it where they just pasted it right into this Word document or this file from their CAD software. But a lot of detail on his face mask and his pauldrons. You can see where pieces are in purple, which indicates points of articulation. So he'll be able to bend his elbows and his knees. It looks like there'll be an attachment point on his back, maybe some sort of peg for you to slide either him onto a stand or for you to put a sword on his back. Although he's already got a sword there, so it's most likely a stand. And then you can see some of the accessories here. It looks like you can replace his head, or at least the front part of his face, mask or maskless. He has different kinds of swords, a bow, an arrow, and then different hands to slide on. And this is very synonymous with what Good Smile Company does. And when we get a little bit more detail on this, I will definitely do a video on it. Right now, this is still in kind of an early stage. That's why they're not showing too much quite yet. And they're going to be launching it in kind of tandem with this collectibles line. So really, really cool stuff over there. And like I said, I got to give credit that they're doing this. I like that they're doing blogs that are featuring key pieces of merchandise. If it's something you're interested in, and whether or not you love it or hate it, whether or not you love or hate the game, I do give them credit. And like I said, go back and look for some of these older games that you like and see if you're able to find them. And I have a feeling you're not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Slightly different format here, doing a new layout. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about Sony's first party, if this is a cool game, if you're as excited as I am. Did you get hit by collector edition gate from Best Buy? Anything and everything goes. I'm in a really good mood because today is my Friday, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here and go enjoy my weekend. Hope you guys take care of yourselves, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.